Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Book Report presented by the Millions. My name is Mike,
And my name is Janet.
and today we're going to be talking about a book that we both read, and I believe we have similar opinions on. We'll just have to wait and see. This is a new book out from Counterpoint Press called The Lightkeepers by Abby Geni, and yes, indeed. Um, and it is a book about a nature photographer whose name is Miranda, who goes to an island, or goes to a group of islands, the Farallon Islands, which are off the coast of San Francisco. The only other people on these islands are six biologists, all of whom are kind of weird in their own way.
I really liked this book. It's very impressive. It sits at the intersection of stylistic prose and compelling story that is exactly where I like to be.
Yes.
Like it's the Janet spot on that spectrum.
Yeah.
So I liked it a lot. There's a horrible thing that happens at the beginning that sets off a chain of mysterious events.
Then something else bad happens, and something else, and it sort of snowballs. It's not a whodunit. There's not like a detective character, but there's a definite mystery that you want to keep reading. It's just so clever, yeah.
Yeah, because part of it, I mean, with seven people on the island, and you literally like no one can come, no one can leave. It's sort of like that closed door mystery, a la
Yes.
Agatha Christie, where it's like there are a finite number of possibilities of what could have happened.
Yeah.
It's not like there's an old man hiding in a shack in the woods that's doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to say without giving it away, but
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody in this room knows what happened. Like one of
Yeah.
the people that we know knows the truth. Which one is it? And you just
Yeah.
don't know until the end. And then it's so good. The lives of the seven people on the island conform more to like the natural life of in the wild than they do to
Yes.
civilization. Like there's a food chain on the island, and there's a food chain among the characters.
Yeah.
There's a natural order of things, and there's a way that nature balances itself out. And these people are kind of living like they're not living like wild animals, but they're living sort of outside the bounds of civilization. And like, is that okay?
Exactly. It's a real because she kind of depicts the Farallon Islands as just almost another planet, and it's weird that the biologists are there to study the animals, and yet they're observing each other biologically. This is a remote, very dangerous place, and that sort of plays out not just with the danger of the natural world, but with the danger of other people.
The book is divided into four seasons: shark season, whale season, uh, seal season,
I think
and
so.
bird season. And she'll talk about the nature of that animal and sort of what habitat they prefer and what will make them be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And in each of the four sections of the book, one person is harmed. You can fall and break your neck just like walking up to the lighthouse. So when I see people are harmed in each, it's not like there's a murderer on the loose, but there's harm in every section, and it always ties into the animal that section is about, and just in a way that is just really brilliant.
A lot of books are that take place in nature. I feel are kind of like have this sort of like return to nature. Nature is so pure, and this does a really good job of being like nature does not always have your back. Like it can be a very dangerous,
Yeah.
very a place where just surviving is very difficult. In this extreme environment.
It also doesn't romanticize animals, and nor does it anthropomorphize animals. Like There's never a moment where you're like, look to the wisdom of the whales, like the
Yeah,
kings of the sea. Like
yeah,
they're animals and they're very much a part of life, and some of them are jerks. Like sometimes their life makes their life very dangerous and horrible.
yeah.
Sometimes they're aggressive, and sometimes they're beautiful. So yeah, I wish I had something more like complex to say about this book other than it's just so good.
I completely agree. It is just a she's just such an amazingly talented writer, and I really read this book super quickly, and I really can't wait for the next one, which I hope she's writing. All right, so there you have it, The Lightkeepers by Abby Geni, a book that both Janet and I loved a great deal, and we think you should read it. It's available out now from Counterpoint Press, and it is wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching this week. We will see you in 2 weeks with another brand new episode of the Book Report presented by the Millions. You'll never walk alone, Janet.
Never walk alone, Mike.